Right, guys, welcome. So I want to go over my SEO workflow to ranking any site #1 on Google. Now, when I say this, I know it's a big promise, but eventually if you stick to it long enough, you will do it. Now, before I go over the things right here, I want to go over the biggest mistake people do, which is focusing when they select the keywords they want to rank for, right? I want to rank for all these keywords. I want to rank first for all these keywords so that people, when they search for them, go to my business and buy my services or product and make me money. Okay, good. But oftentimes people focus on their own keywords. They focus on the keywords based on their traffic potential instead of their buying intent potential, right? The buying intent of a keyword is so much more important than its traffic. And I give this example over and over again, but I won't give you the example again because surely you've watched me giving this example in the past. But it's far more important that you target keywords that when people search for them, they want to commit to buying something than to rank for keywords that have no buying intent on the back of it. And let me give you another different example. Let's say, for example, I have a competitor to Shopify, right? We all know Shopify, e-commerce platform that allows people to create online stores. Let's say my competitor is called Tico, whatever, right? Now, what I can do to get people to buy my product in terms of producing content for my site, for my blog, is to produce content leveraging this brand right here because it's high buying intent. What do I mean by this? For example, I should want my site to rank for Shopify alternative or best Shopify alternative, right? Or more affordable Shopify alternative, right? I'm not spelling it well, but you get my point, right? Or a faster Shopify alternative, right? Now, the goal here is that people searching for this, first they know Shopify, right? They know what it is, right? So they already went and bought something that satisfied their pain point. So they wanted to build an online store, they found Shopify, they now build a store. But now they're actively looking for an alternative, right? And so if you can produce like blog posts for your site that rank for these keywords, Shopify alternative, and you have like all this long blog post going over why Shopify is bad, why yours is worse, like comparison tables going over the features of the different one of you versus them, right? And then, a call to action down here, for people to buy your product, okay, or to use your software instead of theirs, right? Best Shopify alternative, right? Someone looking for this is trying to find a better alternative to Shopify because Shopify isn't good enough for them, or a more affordable version. Again, here's a pain point, software you're currently using, and alternative, right? Pain point, because maybe Shopify is slow, software they're using, and they're looking for an alternative, right? So you want to be ranking for these keywords. Even though they have low traffic, even though the traffic here might suck, the buying intent, right? The likelihood of someone searching for this keyword to then go out and commit to buying something is so high. Because again, these people have used Shopify, they know what it is, they know about what it does, what the software does. And if your software does the same thing because it's an alternative, they know what your software does too. They're actively looking to giving you money for an alternative that's maybe more affordable, faster. I don't know. You know better than me, right? What your pain points or what essentially what the pain points your software solves. This applies to software or to actually physical products. For example, Nike alternatives to Nike shoes, or lighter shoes for running. Or I don't know, you get my point, right? So go out and don't just go for traffic. Go for high buying intent. And that's my very first point here, right? Keyword research. When you're doing the keyword research, go for buying intent. Draw out your keyword matrix, right? Where in the y-axis you have what I call BI, which is buying intent. And in the x-axis you have traffic. And of course, the higher the traffic, the higher the competition, right? List your keywords, right? Do a list of keywords and then place them here, right? They have high buying intent, put them here. They have low buying intent, put them here. And don't go for keywords here nor here. Go for keywords in these two quadrants. This one and this one. High buying intent, in this case low traffic, high buying intent, high traffic, right? Don't go for the traffic itself, go for the buying intent. This is the variable you want to hit. It is the buying intent, okay? Super important. And the whole of your SEO strategy boils down and starts from here, right? Because if you get this wrong, all these steps right here won't really matter because you're rowing against the current to some extent, okay? So very important. If you want a bit more in-depth videos on keyword research, I have a bunch of them on this channel. I'll try to link them down below. If I forget, let me know. And if you have any questions, also comment down below, right? Second thing is the content creation. Now, based on the keyword research, based on the keywords you're targeting, you need to satisfy the user search intent, right? And so don't just write blank blog posts, right? Write actual content that people actually want to read. And I'll show you an example here. You don't need to use Journalist AI. You can use ChatGPT. You can use anything you want. Just my recommendation is that you use AI, leverage AI as a technology, because it allows you to do so much more, so much faster, right? But this is an example of a non-blend post with a featured image, a table of contents, proper article structuring with in-article images, in-article videos that are relevant to what the content is about, so they add to the content, links to other blog posts of yours. In this case, this is an article about gardening, so it links out to some products in their Shopify store, external links linking out to other sources, more in-article images, all this done with AI. So this is an actual article that you actually want to read, right? Not just some bland piece of content, right? And so based on the keywords you select, then the pages you build, for example, in this case right here, if you're doing alternative pages, these seem to be actually valuable, right? Do a table comparing your features versus theirs. Add images, maybe add a video of you speaking, going over why your alternative is better than theirs, right? Show your face, right? Build an actual valuable piece of content and enrichen the content with images, videos, links, just like we do here, right? Again, you don't need to use this. You can, because it helps you do it so much faster, but you don't need to, right? Hopefully, you should leverage AI. That's my point. No need to leverage journalist AI, but you should be leveraging AI. Then, also very important, right? Again, what I was just speaking about, use AI to automate things, because AI is an amazing technology. Again, you don't need to use this, don't use this. But the reality is that AI helps you do so much more, so much faster. And I give this analogy every single time, which is the stair analogy, right? Because before, without AI, you used to have to do the keyword research manually, then actually write the content. Then once you have like a big wall of text, okay, you gotta source the images, source the videos. Now, okay, you gotta add links, so you gotta read, okay, where do I want to link out to? Which post do I want to link out to? Select the anchor text. Same thing for external links. Then publishing. Then post it on social media. Right? You went up the steps one by one by one. And with this amazing technology that is AI, right? You get to skip ahead of the line, right? You just skip ahead of the line because AI does all this for you. AI does keyword research. AI does content generation based on a keyword research. This content publishing, content indexing, all the things you see here. This is all done and compiled by AI, right? Previously, you'd have to do this manually. It took so much time. You got to read through it all and find, okay, I want to add a link here, but where do I want to link out to? For internal links, for external links. Then you got to source the images, make sure they're not copyrighted, so make sure that you can use them. Same thing for videos. So it took so much time. And of course, you can just take this, you can edit it manually, right? You can click here to proofread it and edit and change things around. Maybe bold out a couple of words, right? Maybe create a revision, bold out a couple of words, add a couple of links here and there, right? To like, I don't know, do like this, add a link here to google.com, right? You get my point, okay? You can manually proofread this. You don't have to just accept the output of the AI, right? But again, think about AI as a tool, right? As a wrench, for example, because yes, before tools were invented, people used to build houses or tables with their hands, right? They tighten up. Let's say I want to build this table. I could tighten every single bolt with my hand, or I can just use a wrench or a screwdriver. I can do the same thing, which is build a table, but I get to do it faster, right? Instead of me going up the steps one by one, I just skip ahead of the line. I do it the same thing faster by leveraging this technology that is AI. Hopefully this all made sense. So do leverage AI. Then, after you have your post, right, you want to make sure you syndicate them to social media, right? You have a post posted to your site, right? Post it. You want to link, post it on your Facebook wall, on your LinkedIn page, on your Twitter page, on your brand on all your brand's pages, right? But because I mean, you've spent so much time and effort building the post, you want to share it as many places as you can, and also sharing on social does help with the post ranking. Now, it isn't a direct ranking factor, but having this social presence and sharing your blog posts around does help with your overall brand strength, and does increasing Google trust in your brand, so that's eventually ranking it higher. Okay, so do that. This does that automatically for you if you want to do it. If you don't, no worries. But do that even if you have to do it manually. If you don't want to leverage AI, do it manually, but do it. Okay. Then optimized old content. So let's say, for example, you wrote this article 6 months ago. Okay, and you get some traffic here and there, but old articles are assets. These are all brand assets, right? Don't neglect them. Right. Go back to your articles that written in the past and freshen them up with more info. Let's say, for example, speaking of this example right here, if you have an alternative to Shopify, if you add new features to your product, go out and update the article, right? With new images, update the table of features with a new feature you have, maybe with other links to other pages of yours, right? To other blog posts that complement this blog post, update the links, add more content, do more, right? Now, again, you can leverage AI to do this with the journalist site. Just go to build links, and this will essentially just select your site. This will read through all the posts on your site, right? They're going to appear here, and then you can select the ones you want to update. The AI will read through it all, right? You can just go here, I can preview, right? the AI will read through the whole post right here and will automatically add links to it. So essentially, it will revive old posts. Again, you don't need to leverage AI. You can do it faster, but still do it even if you do it manually, right? Revive old posts. Don't just forget about them forever, right? Actually, go out and actively make them better, right? Because again, you spend so much effort and time building out these posts, you don't want to make them die, right? You want to make sure they live on forever, okay? And finally, of course, SEO, as you know, is made out of 3 pillars, right? 3 pillars of SEO are on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO, okay? On-page SEO is essentially everything that happens on the site, right? For example, the content you wrote, how you write it, what you write, the images you add, the videos you add, the links you add, etc. Off-page SEO is link building. So your post is so good that Forbes gets a link to it, that I don't know, Huffington Post links to it, right? Google links to it, right? All these are called backlinks. So a backlink is when another site links back to yours, and Google sees this as a trust factor. Google sees, okay, this post is getting a ton of links from all these other sites that I trust in, so this post might be good, so this post is going to be ranked higher on Google, right? So backlinks are essential for SEO. Technical SEO is the boring stuff like meta tags, schema markup, site speed, all the things that are essential, right? But more boring. But with SEO, you need to tackle all of these 3 pillars. Because if you just do one, if you just do on-page, it's not enough. If you just do technical, it's not enough. If you just do off-page SEO, it's not enough, right? You got to do all 3. And so the last step right here is link building, i.e. building backlinks. And I won't dive deep into this right now, but I have a whole course, a free course here on YouTube on how to actually build links, what type of links to build in which stages of your company, when to build them, how to reach out to people, how to get links for free, which I'll link down below. Again, if I forget, let me know in the comments, but hopefully I don't. So yeah, that's basically my workflow, okay, to rank any site on Google. It's more of a theoretical part of it, but if you want the actual breakdown of like, the nitty-gritty and practical, I do have videos on that, but I did want to come on here and speak about this. Yeah, that's it. But by the way, if you want to take a look at the simple AI SEO strategies 7-figure companies literally are using to rank their sites number 1 on Google in weeks, you can copy. Just go here. I'll leave a link down below in the description for this. It's a free live webinar where I'll go over exactly the strategies they're using, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's it. That's the video. Any questions you have, comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.